still going to serve God and do what He asks us to do.
Yeah.
Now I'll preach this, probably that might, but you know what? You listen to all the prophets and the things that were going on. You know, we never put our trust in men, but we put our trust in God. And they were probably saying the thing that they thought was happening, and we don't know what's going to happen, but here's what we know. God's still on the throne, and we put our trust in Him and nobody else. And this rant ought to be interesting, by the way, just so you know. Don't shoot me. Okay, don't pull out any guns in here, because we got lots of other guns. You pull out one, they could be like, what? You can't be down. Just tell me to be quiet. Hey guys, welcome to Legacy Church. We're glad you're with us. I've just been out here warming up the church and the attendance before you came online, and no, I'm grateful. Listen, I want to say it again. No matter how this country seems to be going, God is still on the throne. He still has a plan for the church, but we got to step up and be the church like never before. And that's the reality. We put our trust in God and not man. And that's where we got to leave it, because if we don't, we can be frustrated and angry, and I deal with those all the time. But I choose not to be that, because I know that no matter what, we still have a call, we still have a mission. God, we're going to reach people for Christ. And I think we're going to have better opportunities and more opportunities to reach your friends and family like never before. Because I do believe there's going to be manifestations in the house of God again for those who believe God.
Yes.
To those who believe in the power of God. I believe we're going to see instantaneous healing. I think we're going to see people get set free. I think God's going to do some amazing things to get people's attention and let them know He's real and He's on the throne and He's not anywhere else. He's not moved by this, but we got to stay steady. So, I don't know if you've seen this. We've had a president for a few days now, and he's destroying our country. And can I say this? I'm taking off the gloves with this. If you like him, please don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. I'll be honest with you. As a person, I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to have a discussion about it. Anybody, he's going to kill more babies than ever. Just the craziness. So now, just so everybody knows, he's putting a moratorium, a pause on oil and gas leases and drilling. So, and then he's killing the Keystone Pipeline. So when your gas prices go $3, $4, $5, no complaining, because he's destroying it. Now, the New Mexico's in a pause. They're like, wait a minute, without the oil and gas money, where's the school? Oh yeah, we're not in school. But we still have to pay teachers. And I'm telling you guys, this is detrimental. Our economy is already destroyed. This will just destroy it more. Picking on the producers, the people who make it and help us and help pay taxes. So now after months and months, I don't know if you read this, after months and months, the WHO, the World Health Organization, is now changing. Not when the other president is, but when this president is, now they're changing the way that they do the COVID test. Because now they're saying, oh, they were way too sensitive. So there was so many false positives. All you gotta do is read this stuff. I'm not making it up. That it was so sensitive. Now, hundreds of thousands of doctors and people have been saying it's too sensitive. So people who were diagnosed with COVID didn't even have it. So the numbers are flawed big time. So now the WHO is saying, man, you can't use a certain kind of test because the test we've been using gets a lot of noise. Just picks up noise. In other words, they don't have the virus, but it's so sensitive more than any other thing that it's picking up false positives. In other words, and then they put those in the numbers. And I'm telling you, it's a miracle how things are changing. The governor of Michigan, Whitmer, she tells her whole state, and our governor does too, don't go out of state, don't go anywhere. Where does she go? She goes to Washington, D.C. After she tells people, don't get with your family, don't do this, don't do that. And now, it's a miracle that now she can open up restaurants to 25%. Wear your mask in, but you don't have to wear it out, because what are they going to tell you? And then when you sit down, you can take it off. Folks, none of it makes sense. But now, miraculously, COVID numbers are going down. Now, when we change the way we do it, they're going to go way down. And so I'm like, I'm frustrated. craziness. And we in New Mexico are buying into it. Folks, go to Oklahoma, go to Florida, go to Texas, and it's a different world. And people aren't as afraid as they are in New Mexico. So folks, we are so foolish to believe this stuff. Now get this one. Are you ready for this? Per capita, Florida's wide open, no mandates. Oh, you can say in Orlando, yeah. Well, at Disney World, they put mask mandate. But anywhere else, because I know people that have been there and I know people that live there, no mask mandate, no social distancing, everything's wide open. And can I tell you that this is the farce or the hoax of this? That they compared it to California that's locked down. Do you know there's no difference? There's no difference per capita and the amount of COVID, people get COVID. You know why? Because it doesn't make sense to lock us down. Worst thing that ever happened was when they locked us down. Now let me say this. The virus is real, no doubt. It has killed people that I care about. But to lock down our country and to do what they're doing and to do what this governor's doing is nothing more than demonic. And it's about power. Because it's not about the science anymore. Because the science has been debunked. If California locked down has the same kind of ratio of COVID than the Florida, but it's not locked down at all, why are we locked down anyway? Oh, we're preventing it. She's keeping us safe. That's a lie. She can't keep anybody safe. And you know what gets me, and I'm going to just say it, I've been wanting to say it for a long time. Let me say this. Why would you ever wear a mask outside when you're by yourself? Wear it in here, wear it when you get around people, whatever. I don't blame some people for that because they have issues, they have underlying conditions, they just want to get out, they want to be around. So do what you think is best. I'm always of that. But I see people wearing them in their cars by themselves, wearing them outside. You know what? That's why the governor keeps punishing us. Because at some point we have to stand up and say, we're not going to do it anymore like that. We're going to stop this craziness. I'm not going to go running outside by myself and you tell me if I don't have a mask on I'm going to get in trouble. Folks, none of it works. And now the CDC, there was a virologist, I think is how you say it, came out and said none of it works. And everybody, every time they say that, you can't find that article anymore because they take it away. Listen, I'm going to say it again. You want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't, you don't have to. I'm not the mask law enforcement person. And if you're in here taking videos, I want to help you with something. If we see you, our ushers and our security team will address you. Because we're not going to do that. So we had someone go to our Rio Rancho campus and was taking video before they could get to them, took the video, turned it over to Channel 7. Channel 7 calls us because they're so ignorant, and they say, oh, when did you decide to do a peaceful protest? During the Wednesday of the inauguration? Are you kidding? We've been protesting for months. And they demanded kind of a response for us, and I said, we're not even going to talk to them. I owe them nothing. And it's crazy. They want to come after the church. They want to come after the church, but they don't want to go after this governor and the doctor guy and all the people making decisions that are destroying our economy and destroying people's lives and now destroying our students. I haven't heard, is APS going to let them go back to school?
Nope.
Huh?
They said no.
They said no. I didn't know that. See, it's punishing. You go to Oklahoma, they had all their football season, they had state championships, they played like just like normal. Why is New Mexico so afraid? You know why? Because we don't know the truth and we don't believe the truth. And you can get all caught up in, oh, I think this, I think that. What does the Bible say? God would never have done what they're doing in our state. And you know what? There's got to be some voice that stands up and says, this is crazy! And here's what we're going to do. Because, oh, she gave us permission, we can worship God as long as everybody wears a mask. And I'm going to tell her like I'll tell her every time. I don't care what you say. We're going to worship God the way we want to. We're not going to tell the church. Let's worship God.